So for today's video, I am going to be recreating things I saw on Pinterest. Pinterest is probably my favorite app. I get so much inspiration there, or pinspiration, but I love Pinterest so much that it's finally time that I take things that I've had on my pins for forever to actually try them and test them out in real life. So I have two pins that I'm going to test today, one home decor-ish and one that is a food, because you know me, big foodie, love to cook, love to bake. So I have one cooking and one home decor. The home decor is actually for Lucky, which if you don't know, that's my cat. So you're gonna have to bear with me on that one. You're gonna have to wait and see what that one is. And the second one is an ice cream cake, even though it is the middle of winter. This is a belated ice cream cake for my dad. Every year for my dad's birthday, my dad wants an ice cream cake, but he was recently sick, so I didn't make him an ice cream cake because he had like a flu and wasn't able to enjoy it. But now we're finally making him his ice cream cake. So let's just jump straight into the video. For the home decor pin, it is all based around this one pin that I saw that someone made of redecorating their cat's like eating area. So that is what I'm going to be doing too. This is what Lucky's eating area looks like before. You walk into the pantry and his food is just bowls on the floor, and it works, it's great, but this sassy cat needs more. So he is gonna get more. So I bought him, well, my mom, we got him a new bowl. I'm gonna figure out a new water dish for him. And then I also have a new jar to keep his food in, just because I think it would be better for his food to stay in glass than in plastic, because I know glass is better for humans, so it must be better for cats as well. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. But the piece de resistance is the frames on the wall. So I have a set of 5 like almost black ornate frames. Oh, you can see me through it, hello. Like black ornate frames. These are made out of resin. I just got them off Amazon. I'll leave the link to them down in the description below. But I have measured out the size. Each of these is about, the longest one is about 3 inches long and 2 inches wide. So I'm gonna make sure none of my images get bigger than that. And I also got a photo printer for my birthday, and I've recently been setting it up and playing with that. So I'm actually going to print these on photo paper just to make it a bit more elevated. And the things I want, I've already arranged them. I'll put in a picture of what it looks like, of what I want. I want 3 on the bottom and 2 on the top, just to give it a bit of a gallery wall vibe. And the pictures that I'm thinking of just in my head are, I want 2 pictures of him. I'm thinking in the circle frames. I'm going to do pictures of Lucky, either of him sleeping, playing, whatever, just 2 pictures of him. In these, I'm thinking of doing like a bit more abstract-y, maybe like some toys or like a ball of yarn in here. And in this one, I have a quote that I want. Everyone knows the quote, live, laugh, love. From the beginning, since we've had Lucky, we've joked that he is planning world domination and I'm the only person who's safe. And as time has gone on, I think that is more and more true, because I will just catch him staring into the fire. Just staring into fire. And every time he does that, I'm joke that he needs like a tiny little human that he should be petting in his lap, just like flip it. So I want to put in here the quote, live, laugh, world domination, because it just feels like Lucky. He is kind of the stereotypical cat of he wants the end of the world, but not if you give him cuddles. That makes sense. So let's jump into Procreate and I start creating these images. So it is later, I'm just filming in my mirror just for convenience. But basically I went on to Procreate, I created the images that I wanted for the photo frames, and now I'm sitting on the floor because I'm setting up my photo printer right now, and then trying to connect with the app so that I can print the photos out and then put them on the frames that are on my desk. So let's print out these pictures. I have all our photos printed out. So now I'm going to put a frame on top. This is just an example. this isn't gonna be one of them anyway, and I'm just gonna trace it and then get the image. Like this one I think is gonna be one with Lucky in it, so I'll do that and then put the photo in and get that all sorted. So here is what the first photo looks like. I still have a bunch left to do. I've decided I'm gonna redo Live Laugh World Domination because I don't like the red. I feel like it sticks out too much. So I might do it just on white and black. I feel like that might look, or maybe black on white, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna redo that one. But I have to go because I'm gonna go see Avatar with a friend. So I will see you the next day.
The next day.
Hello, it is the next day. Yes, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Don't ask questions. But I finished all the frames. This is the back. I'll show you a little sneak peek. But I finished them all, and let's just B-roll, montage, whatever, to the final product of Lucky's little Pinterest dining area makeover. But first, here's a little sneak peek. There's your little sneak peek. Okay, let's go to the B-roll. And here is the final product with the glass jar for his food, his new food bowl, and who can forget about the amazing gallery wall. I think it turned out so cute. I love walking into the pantry and seeing Lucky enjoying his new dining space. So it is later, and if the lighting looks bad, it's dark. I typically film in the day and use lots of natural light, so scary abyss over there because all dark. Anyway, it is later in the day. I am now going to start working on the ice cream cake. Why I'm doing it so late at night is because this was for my dad's birthday, but he got sick. I already told the whole story. So we are celebrating his birthday tomorrow with the cake and that sort of thing. So I needed to do this while he wasn't in the house, and he's at a concert right now with my mom and my brother. So that means I'm home alone. And you know what that means. Let's watch the ice cream cake video. This is done by Tastemade, so let's give it a little watch. I'll put it up right here. So it is an ice cream sandwich cake where you take a bunch of ice cream sandwiches, you cut them in half and then quarter them. Then you take crushed Oreos with a bit of milk, you pat that down into a lined springform pan, drizzle over some hot fudge, then circle the ice cream sandwich cookies in a circle around, put whipped cream, I bought Cool Whip, and you're just gonna go around and around and fill it in. Then you're gonna chill this in the freezer, then put more whipped cream on top, and then decorate it. Pretty cute, pretty cool. So first thing I need to do is line my springform pan. I'm not gonna make you watch that because it's not fun. As you may or may not be able to tell, I have lined the pan, so let's go get my Oreos. I have decided to use mini Oreos because I wanted to save a couple to put on top as like little circles because I thought that would be cute. So let me set a couple aside and then we'll start smashing. I'm home alone. Things shouldn't be difficult to open because no one's here to save me. Screw it. I'll put it in a Ziploc. Oh, they're so cute and little. Well, duh, they're mini. I feel like that's enough mini Oreos to put aside. And now we smash. I have a weapon.
That's astonishing!
Now I'm going to mix some milk into our abused Oreos until we get a bit of like a pie crusty thing that they were doing. I'm not gonna measure. I was wondering why they wouldn't use butter, because butter in the freezer will be frozen and this will, I guess, also get frozen, but butter will just have a better taste. It'll also bring a bit of saltiness to this. I should actually put a tiny sprinkle of salt because it's gonna get really, really sweet if I don't add any salt. BRB. Just adding a pinch of salt. I feel like sometimes people are scared to add salt to things, but salt just adds a better depth of flavor, and often to get a better flavor from food you need to add more salt, because salt sometimes doesn't add saltiness, it just helps bring out the other flavors. Also, interesting fact that I learned recently, I think I learned it from Mythical Kitchen, but if your food is hot, it tastes less salty. So sometimes when you're having soups, just be careful of salting it when it's super duper hot, because then it might be over salty when it's at temperature you want to eat it. Anyway, I feel like we've got our Oreo mud pie crust over here, so I'm going to put it in the pan. Now, instead of buying hot fudge, I have chocolate and heavy cream, so I'm gonna make a Cheetos hot fudge, kind of like a chocolate ganache. So I'm gonna whip that up and then pour that in the pan. So the ganache slash hot fudge is now in there, so I'm going to take my ice cream sandwiches and unwrap them and quarter them. Yes, that's what they did in the video. I am a tiny bit paranoid about these melting. Can I open things today? Apparently not. I have done just what they did in the video. I have made a stack. I'm only doing 4 because I don't trust myself that much. So that looks about half. Oh, that was very satisfying to cut. And then another half like this. That's straight. Now that these are cut, I'm gonna start going around on the outside just to see if they'll work like in the video. My parchment paper is being very difficult with me tonight. Don't know if you can tell by the height difference, but my cuts were not all that even. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough, am I? If not, backup plan is to fill the emptiness with just normal ice cream, which I know we have. My family loves ice cream. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with this outer ring and doing the Cool Whip in the middle, and I'll see you when I get to a point where I feel like filming again. So I've done my first layer of ice cream sandwiches, so now time for Cool Whip.
Cool Whip? Cool Whip, yeah. You mean Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
So I am just going to, oh goodness. I was hoping it would be softer. Oh well. I've never worked with Cool Whip before. Is this normal? Maybe I should have made whipped cream. Oh well. Now I'm gonna take Cool Whip and bring it around the edge. So here is the cake. I've done as much as I can. I had the perfect amount of ice cream sandwiches, so I'm going to cover this in plastic, and I think I want to put a plate on top or something just to help it flatten, just so that I can have a better base when I put the whipped cream on top. I'm glad I bought 2 things of Cool Whip because that whole thing went in there, but I will cover this up and I'll see you tomorrow when it's time to decorate this thing.
The next morning.
So the next morning I took the ice cream cake out of the freezer, took the plastic top off and removed it from the springform mold. This is why I ended up using a springform pan, just so that it could easily come out, even though I am struggling right now. And then I removed the paper from around the sides. Unlike the original Pinterest video, I decided to actually flip the cake over. In the original, they had the Oreo fudge layer on the bottom, but I decided to flip the cake over so that I could have a nice flat layer on top. And I promise I do remove that little piece of parchment paper at some point. But now I'm going in with my thawed Cool Whip. I have learned, and obviously thawing it is how you're supposed to use it, and it was much easier to use and spread and get on the cake. And in a second I will realize, oh shoot, there's still a piece of paper on here, but not before putting a big dollop of Cool Whip over it. Good job me. But see, I did remove it. And then I set off icing the cake. Icing ice cream cakes can be kind of hard because you need to do it quickly because the ice cream will obviously melt, and it's also hard just to get it as smooth as you want it to be. But I did try quite hard and had to find the balance of, okay, at what point am I going to realize it's never going to get as smooth as I want it to be and just have to call it good, which is very hard for my perfectionism. Once I called the cake smooth enough, I went in with a piping bag with some Cool Whip and a 1M piping tip just to get some ruffles on the top. They did little swirls in the original, but I wanted to do some cute little ruffles. And yeah, just going in with some Cool Whip on top just to make it look more cake-like and less white blob. And here I go adding those mini Oreos on top. Wow, beautiful. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Wow, look at her go.
And here is the final look of the cake. Now all that's left to do is to serve up a slice to my dad. And here's what the final slice looked like. I love that you can see the ice cream sandwiches, but by also doing ice cream sandwiches, it then allows for the cake part to stay soft and not super frozen. And my dad ate the whole lot of his piece. And there's Lucky. Hi, Lucky.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you could like this video if you wanted to. While you're there, you could even subscribe if you wanted to. And comment down below any ideas you have, or any ideas you think I should do in the future. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.